Despite, I'm still not sure there's actually any benefits to doing it, but because there's no achievements. Hold A. Oh! I guess it makes sense they would make it optional. I guess it would make sense for them to make it an optional feature like that instead of something that is always on. You know? Oh, and you actually stick to the thing for a little bit. That's nice. Oh, that's nice! Did a good job. Instead of talking to you, how about we just go around and have a bit of fun? Just clean up the place a bit. Because there's something fun about, like, oh, this is the mission. Oh, let's do something else. You know. Oh wow, these buildings are paint-proof. They resist our attempts to make it colorful. There's also nothing in terms of paint around here, so. Whoop whoop woo. Dashing. See, this is so much more satisfying than actually doing what the game is like telling you to do. Time. Oh no! Well, no, I have to do this mission to see if I can get some color around here. But I can still pick up that one. What do you need, Bubba? Ah! Finally! I guess that explains how they got rid of the color around here. Oh, they still don't have... Oh, they don't have little arrow textures, so you can slam paint pots. Oh, wow, it actually has little... Oh, that's adorable. That's really nice. Thank you. Okay, so I noticed something else. There's actually a button for changing your color, your calibrations, your calculations. Fine. I think you can press RB and it will switch targets, which is like, holy crap, what a nice feature. That feels like something that should have been... No, I'd like to fall down. Thank you. Much appreciated the effort, but I don't need it. Oh my goodness, it's all like you have to paint it now. I have to paint it a certain way now. I'm so sad because I don't like that. This makes me a sad banana. You know what happens to sad bananas? They're sad! It's not that hard, really. It's really not that... Yeah, I like this wall run a bit more. I might be a classic in a lot of ways, but I like the new wall run. It's a little smoother. It's a little... The fact that you have to push the A button makes it bleh, but it feels just a little bit more dependable, I guess is the term I'm looking for. It feels more dependable as a control scheme. You know what I would have liked? If the game had a bit more build-up to how paint is accumulated, you know? Like how color is accumulated. Because it is kind of fast. Oh, there's a little timer! I have a little timer that tells me how much I have left. Oh, that's adorable. I love little timers. They make me go goo. Oh, cool, there's a little icon to tell me if I can dash or not. That's nice. Okay, welcome to the raw running test. This is Graham's last one, Blob. We gotta keep coloring. Civic pride. Don't forget. Yeah, I can only hope that they got rid of a lot of the... What happens if I touch him? Is the question. Oh my goodness. Do I just lose my color or what? Oh wow, they actually just decolor me. Okay. So that is serious business. Yeah, I like this timer a lot. It makes it so much sleeker. That's the way. Didn't know back then they were into Uganda Knuckles. Kind of weird those paint pots just show up out of nowhere. Just because he never mentioned it. Why weren't they here? Because they exist yet. All I could say is, well, we know they exist because they were in the past game, and it's like, come on, man. Give your players just a hint of credit. Je ne sais quoi. I get the feeling we're about to meet up with actual hostiles. I still don't know how making more cars is supposed to help. Don't you think, like, bus infrastructure would be more important? Like, not to be hypercritical or anything. Oh, just public transit to be a little better for the environment than people's own personal cars. Depending on what they drive on, of course. I guess they could be like fancy future cars that don't need like conventional combustible fuels, but then where does it come from? Like if like transportation has that kind of technology, then you bet your bottom dollar that like industry probably doesn't need it. Time all over the place. People might not have much time, but they still seem to be made of it. There's some art. There was some art. Arty smarty pants. I like how we started with like less time this on this level. It's like, oh, we start 50 minutes instead of like the usual big guffins. And yes, we're back up there. We're still like high up on time now, but you know, working your way up feels better than starting high up. A parachute jump is all the more satisfying if it's in a scary plane ride all the way there. Okay, so it's still plus 10. I imagine that they're going to send out new ones too. Brown. Yeah, I really like this little color, like, hey, this is the color you're going to be. Dynamic. Yes. You can also press the right button, which is like pretty neat. You know, it's like, hey, you can do this two ways. You can use the red stick, and you can do that. Controller usability options. Oh! Oh my goodness, you don't automatically pop them. That's nice. That makes for a little bit easier time. Swell! Cool. A lot of, like, little usability things left and right. I mean, it feels kind of goofy in places, but you just gotta rub your face up against them. But, oh man, that felt a lot better than the other game. Something about it felt snappier, you know? Like a quick draw. Who are you? Oh, these are the blanks. Remember Papa Blank? Because they only had like one fucking word to use? Pinwheel? Oh, sweet. Why doesn't yours turn when you're walking? I was here like a little while ago and you didn't do something about it back then. You're all like, oh man, look at that weird guy. That's alright. It'll be fine. So now, not only is the Blob, just coloring people's property without asking, now the Blob is in the business of conversions. I'm sorry, Blob, but how are you the good guy again? Washing people's brains is not a nice thing, even if it's counter-brain washing. You gotta have permission first. Gotta be a good reason. Like, we immediately just assume these guys are bad? For what reason? Sure, they're like, hey, no color, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, ugh. Look at this. I like this. I like how it's like, hey, you're sneaky now. Wow, we're just gonna do this, huh? Like, no respect for private property, huh? Just zero respect for private property. Amazing! A style. A Henry style. We will paint everything. Even the styles. here for that one or something? Look, just gotta squeeze, you know, gotta squeeze. So yes, I kind of like this idea of you have to voluntarily shrink down, and you have to get out of this stuff. Like, it's neat, you know. It comes from both sides now. You're probably having some thoughts. Can you use these switches? Take me home, country road, except we're in a building, and thus the road is probably not a country road. Although I don't know if you belong with your dad.